Hi everyone, Miss Elizabeth here from the Crown Point Community Library, and today I'm here for American Girl Club to Go. American Girl Club to Go is a program where we learn about American history through the lens of the American Girl line of books and dolls. This is our last American Girl Club to Go. We've learned about people from as far back as before America was a country with a Native American girl named Kaya, all the way up through Melody, who is who we're learning about today. Melody grew up in Detroit, Michigan in the 1960s. This is her book. Detroit, Michigan was home to Motown at the time and was also at the forefront of the civil rights movements. There was a lot going on there at the time. And this is Melody's story about growing up there. So here's a little bit about her book. Melody can't wait to sing her first solo at church. Which song will she choose? She gets advice from her big brother, who has his sights set on becoming a Motown star. And she gets inspiration from the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Melody is also inspired by her older sister, who is home from college with new ideas about making things fair. What isn't fair is their cousin's struggle to buy a house. Melody learns that they're not welcome in certain neighborhoods because they're black. Just as Melody's ready to sing, an unimaginable tragedy leaves her silent. Can she find her voice when it really matters? No Ordinary Sound, the first volume of Melody's stories about growing up in the 1960s, shows how people can come together to create social change. So Motown music was like the Temptations and Diana Ross and all kinds of famous musicians were really popular at the time. I'm sure if you ask an adult for help, you could probably look up some of the music and hear what it sounded like. But it was a brand new sound coming out of Detroit at the time. There was also social change. There was the civil rights movement was starting to really take hold in the country, and Melody even got to hear Martin Luther King Jr. speak in person. So there was a lot going on in Melody's time and place where she lived. In our bag, we have our recipe card. Is a recipe we would still enjoy today. It's for chocolate cake. Melody loved chocolate cake and got a special chocolate cake on her birthday every year. So there's a recipe to make that at home with an adult's help. And also, our game. So our game this month is actually hopscotch. So there's chalk and instructions for hopscotch. And you need like a penny or a small rock or a button or just something you can throw. And you can learn how to play hopscotch. Make sure you have an adult's permission to draw on the sidewalk before you do it. It's just chalk. It'll come off though. And in the 1960s, kids liked to play a lot of the same games we do today, and hopscotch was a game that Melody liked. So we can learn how to play that. And then we also have this sheet. It was put out by American Girl, and it's 3 if you cut out on the lines. They're little pennants, so you can put them on a stick or on a string and hang them up. And it says, I lift my voice for blank. So you can put in something that's important to you, like equal rights or whatever is something that you really have strong feelings about. And this one, if you flip it over, it says all together now. And then we can all make a difference. So you can hang those in your room or wherever you would like to show them off. So as you saw in the book, Melody's favorite thing was singing. But the other thing she really, really liked to do was to garden. Her grandpa owned a flower shop, and she loved to dig in the dirt and to arrange flowers and all kinds of things like that. So we are going to make a little garden. So here's your container. It's a little cup and some dirt. And then this little envelope is your seeds. So if you want to put a hole in the bottom of your cup, you can. That will help drain the dirt, and then put it on a plate or a paper towel. And then just fill up your cup with your dirt, sprinkle your seeds on top, and make sure you water every day. They're wildflower seeds, so they should grow pretty quickly. So that's all for American Girl Club to Go. It's been a lot of fun to learn about history over the last several months through American Girl. And summer reading will be starting at the Crown Point Library on June 1st. So visit us at crownpointlibrary.org to learn more about summer reading and to see more virtual programs. Thanks. Have a good day.